Hello, everyone. Welcome back. My name is Marcelinus Banu, and I'm from class 335807 with my student number 33220073. And today we're back with project two of language assessment. And today we will talk about indirect writing tests. This is what we will talk about for today. First is explaining the concept of the indirect writing test. And then we will talk about how to applicate it. And the last one is the effectiveness of indirect methods for assessing writing skills. Today we'll explore the indirect writing test, a methods for assessing writing skills without requiring actual writing. We'll delve into its concept, application, and effectiveness of indirect writing tests. What is indirect writing tests? Indirect writing test is a method that used to assess writing skills without requiring the test taker to produce written text. Instead, the tests evaluate the underlying components of writing, such as grammar, vocabulary, and comprehensions, through objective tasks. This is the first part of what we'll talk about is the explanation of the concept. Indirect writing tasks focus on evaluating the underlying skills and components necessary for writing, rather than requiring the test taker to produce actual written text. Breakdown explanation of the concept. Number one is focusing on skills. These tests assess grammar, vocabulary, comprehensions, and other language abilities that contribute to effective of writing. Number two is objective task. Is the test utilize tasks to such as multiple choice questions, fill in the blanks exercise, or closed tasks, sentence completions, and error identifications to gauge the test taker proficiency. Next is evaluation methods. Rather than evaluating written compositions, indirect tests measure the foundational skills that underpin writing abilities. This allows for a quicker and more standardized assessment process. Last one would be complementary role. While indirect tests provide insight into specific language skills, they also often use alongside direct writing assessment to offer a comprehensive evaluation of writing proficiency. Number two, how do we applicate it? Oops, excuse me. Okay, there you go. Number one is we have to define the objectives, identify the specific writing related skills you want to assess, such as grammar, vocabulary, or comprehensions. Number two is choose the format test, select from multiple choice questions, like fill in the blanks or the closed test, like I mentioned earlier, sentence completions, or error identification task. Number three is design test items. Create clear and focused questions or tasks that target the skills you want to measure. For example, for grammar, choose the correct verb tense in a sentence. Next would be for the vocabulary. Fill in the blanks. We have to fill in the blanks with the appropriate words within the passage. Number four, administer the test. Conduct the test in a controlled environment to ensure fairness and consistency for all participants. Number five, score and analyze. Use an objective scoring system to evaluate answers, tallying correct response to measure proficiency, analyze results to identify areas of strength and weakness in writing related skills. Number six, provide feedback. Offer constructive feedback to test takers, highlighting their strengths and suggesting improvement for areas needing developments. This is the last thing we will talk about. the effectiveness of indirect methods for accessing writing skills. There are a few. First one would be objective measurements. Indirect tests provide a standardized way to measure specific writing related skills, such as grammar and vocabulary, without the subjectivity that come with evaluating written compositions. Next would be efficiency. These tests are quicker to administer and score compared to the direct writing assessment, making them practical for larger scale testing environments. Next would be comprehensive insight. By focusing on foundational skills, and indirect methods can identify specific areas where students may need improvements, allowing for targeted interventions. Next would be educational decision making. Indirect methods can help teachers and educators make informed decisions about curriculum and instructions by highlighting areas where students are struggling. The last one would be correlations with direct methods. Research has shown a consistent, relatively strong correlations between scores and indirect tests and direct writing assessments, indicating that they are reliable indicators of writing proficiency. So, the conclusion: indirect writing tests assess underlying writing related skills like grammar, vocabulary, and comprehension through objective tasks such as multiple choice questions and fill in the blanks exercises. These tests are efficient, quick to administer, and provide standardized objective measurements, making them useful in educational settings. They also offer reliable insight into specific areas for improvements, correlate well with direct writing assessments, and help educators tailor instruction based on students' needs. So, so sorry. So that's all the presentations for today. After this, there will be another parts from for the test for the project. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Thank you.
Good afternoon and welcome to this interview session. My name is Ahmad Puruda and today we will have two-part test. First, we will have a verbal essay test and the next will be a free interview test. And we're going to talk about the importance of time management in our daily activities. First, you can introduce yourself and prepare yourself for the essay and the interview that I will conduct. Okay, you ready for the test today?
Yes, sir. I'm ready. First of all, good afternoon. Yes, Ahmad. My name is Marcel. Time management is a very crucial skills that can drastically improve our lives. As the saying goes, time and tide wait for no man. This illustrates the importance of managing our time efficiently, and also time management involves organizing and planning on how to divide our time between specific activities. Effective time management leads to greater productivity, efficiency, and reduced stress. For instance, using a planner can help prioritize tasks and ensure you meet deadlines without last-minute rushes. There are also benefits of the time management, and the benefits of the time management are very extensive. It can lead to a better performance at work, improve personal relationship, and more leisure time. For example, professionals who manage their time well can balance work and professional life more efficiently, leading to job satisfaction and personal happiness. To manage time effectively, we can start by setting our goals, our clear goals, and try to prioritize tasks based on their importance and deadlines. Using tools like calendars or to-do lists can also be very helpful. For instance, writing down the task can help you visualize your workload and plan accordingly. In conclusion, mastering time management can lead to a more productive and stress-free life. By setting goals, prioritizing tasks, and using planning tools, we can make the most of our time. And remember, time is a very precious resource. Once lost, it can never be regained.
Excellent. Now prepare yourself for the free interview test. Are you ready?
Yes, sir.
So, the first question today, let's dive into our topic. Can you tell us a bit about why time management is so important? It's so important for our daily life.
Absolutely. Time management is very crucial because it helps us make the most of our limited time that we have. It enables us to prioritize our tasks and be more productive, that's obvious, and reduce stress. Without proper time management, we often find ourselves overwhelmed and unable to meet our goals.
That makes a lot of sense. Can you share some particular strategy for managing time effectively?
Sure. One effective strategy is setting clear and achievable goals. It helps to break down larger tasks into smaller and manageable ones. Another technique is to use tools like planners or digital calendars to keep on track of deadlines and appointments. Prioritizing tasks based on their urgency and importance is also essential. Sorry.
Those are great tips. How can someone avoid common time management pitfalls like procrastinations?
Um, Procrastination is a common challenge. It's a very common challenge, but it can be managed. One approach is the Pomodoro technique, if I remember it correctly, is that when you work for a set amount of time, like for example 20 minutes, 25 minutes, and then take a short break, maybe 2 minutes break. This helps maintain our focus and productivity. It's also important to recognize when we're procrastinating and address the underlying reasons, whether it's fear of failure or feeling overwhelmed.
Interesting. Can you explain the benefit of effective management in both personal and professional settings?
Definitely. In the professional settings, effective time management leads into a better performance, meeting deadlines, and increased productivity. And it also can contribute to a healthy work balance, like reducing burnout. And personally, it allows individuals to allocate time for hobbies, families, and even self-care, leading to overall well-beings and satisfactions.
That was very insightful. Do you have any final thoughts or advice for our listener on how to improve their time management skills?
Yes, of course. My final advice would be to start from below, from small, but be consistent about it. Because time management is a skill that takes practice, doesn't come instantly. Experiment with different techniques to find what works best for you. And also remember, the goal is not to fill every minute with tasks, but to use your time wisely and make space for what truly matters to you.
Excellent answer. So, thank you, Marcelin Suarno, for sharing your expertise with us today. Your insight on time management have been incredibly valuable.
Thank you for having me, sir. I hope my tips that I gave to you can help everyone manage their time more effectively and lead to more balanced life.
Yes, of course. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.